Here. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do another video for you guys to let you know like what happened when I got back home from Costa Rica. So there were some things that were happening to me that were pretty crazy or just overwhelming for me, like overwhelming with energy. So I just want to go over some signs that I've received from my guides and my ancestors since the ayahuasca ceremony. So stay tuned. So if you remembered from my ayahuasca part 2 video, I showed some clips that I edited myself and try and put it together so that you guys could see what I saw through my visions. The very first one that meant a lot to me because I could not understand it was my vessel. I get back to work, I tell my coworkers, oh yeah, this and this and that. Like, I only tell certain people about the ayahuasca thing, people that I know that will get it, that will understand it, because some people would think that it's like some type of devil work or something, some devil worship stuff, and it's really not. Everyone has their own opinions. If you don't agree with it, that is perfectly fine. This isn't even for everyone anyway. So like, but if you would like to learn more and stuff and don't mind the videos, then by all means, just keep watching. I'm telling them about my experience. I'm telling them how crazy it was, how everything was full of synchronicity and everything. So I tell them about my vision and cool. One of the sergeants that I hang out with all the time, he told me how one day he was out with his family and they walked past this store and he saw it was a bookstore. Actually, he went inside because his daughter picked the store out, so they just thought to go inside. They go inside, I think he said he bought some stuff for the daughter, and then as he was getting ready to cash out, he saw behind the cashier person of this book. Thought it was interesting and he bought it. So he showed me the book, and I'm looking through it, and he was like, here, you might like this. This is some like Zen stuff that you're into. And I'm looking at the title, and I was like, okay. And then I'm going through the book, and I was like, oh, all right. And then I'm staring at the cover, and I'm like, do you see what I'm seeing right now? Remember I told you about my vision? This is it. This is it. So I still have the book. You guys see what's on this cover? In my mind, like in my vision, it looks like the marble that was in my vision. Like this was almost exactly it. And it's just crazy how it's the cover of the book. The first thing that I'm seeing when I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the title seems cool. Oh yeah, look at the table contest. Yeah, this looks like some stuff I'll look into. And then I stare at the cover, and I'm like, no freaking way. Are you serious? Y'all trying to tell me something. God, yo, I swear, yo, God and angels be looking out. This book is called The Book of Not Knowing, Exploring the True Nature of Self, Mind, and Consciousness by Peter Ralston. This book is very deep. So this book here, it's like, if you're into spirituality and wanting to know more about yourself and the universe around you and how to progress and become a better person spiritually, how to follow enlightenment the right way. This is the book. I like it because there were some books that I had that were like self-improvement books on how to do that and work on the inside than the outside. Some of those books that I have read are like beginner stages, and this is more of like beginner, intermediate, and like expert or advanced. Bukami was the introduction that he put in. This author is actually a martial artist, and I think it's pretty cool because I also practice in martial arts as well. As I was reading this part in the book, he says, both of my physical training and contemplation work, we're always driven by a fascination with uncovering the truth behind the human condition. He says, I was relentless in my pursuit of understanding every facet of being human, including the nature of perception, relationships, and even reality itself. An essential contribution to this effort was a breakthrough in consciousness, which Zen people call an enlightenment. I like that part that he said in the book because I really enjoy martial arts. Yeah, I get lazy every now and then I'll get back into it. What I like about it is I like that I can figure out my body, know how things move in my body, and also I can, if I understand myself and my body, I can understand my opponent, the next person in front of me. In this part of his book of what I just read, it reminds me of Tai Chi. I was thinking about trying out Tai Chi because that actually helps you know everything about your body, become one with your body and just know how things move when it comes to energy and everything. This is all I know when it comes to Tai Chi. Moving everything into a ball and stepping out and all that stuff. Here's a quote from the author that helped me with my vision for the vessel. Just as suddenly as a bubble bursting, my mind opened up to a new level of consciousness, and I felt my sense of self completely dissolve. In that instant, I became clearly and absolutely conscious of who and what I am. Peter Ralston. Yes, with the bubble bursting is him gaining a new consciousness, a new, he unlocked something within himself. And the metaphor he used that as is the bubble bursting. I thought it was crazy. So I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I saw a bubble. Maybe it was a bubble and not a marble. I knew I should have just gone with what I felt the first time. But I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe it was a bubble. Everything, all of my visions, all of the pictures, images and stuff was formed into a bubble. So I was like, okay, so consciousness, okay. So that's what I got out of that. And I was like, okay, so that's what that was. Let me keep reading the book to see if I can unlock something else. Number 2 of the other message that I've received from my ancestors, my guides, we're going to get into anime. One of my friends told me, hey, there's this new anime out called To Your Eternity, and you should give it a try. It's really good. And I was like, To Your Eternity? I'll look it up. I looked it up, and if the cover of the anime attracts me, then I'm like, okay, I'll put that on my plan to watch list. So I'm on episode 3. I'm watching it. It's cool and everything. Then what I would normally do is I will watch the intro and the outro at least once. Hear the song, see the visuals at least once. And then forward, I skip that minute and 40 seconds and get straight to the anime. So this time I was like, okay, I'll finally get to see the outro. Let me see what this looked like. A lot of visuals. The music was intense. The images, everything was just intense. And I'm like intrigued. I'm really, really watching it. And then I'm watching it. You see the kid. You see the other kid. You see the wolf. You see all the people that he encountered with that obviously made an impact on his life. And then you see the kid, the wolf, they're walking in the snow, and then everything pans out and forms into that daggone marble. So I was like, oh my gosh. And I was by myself watching it. My boyfriend wasn't around for him to be like, oh my God, did you see that? That's exactly what I said I saw. It was just like, it was crazy. I had to rewind it and play it again. And I was like, how do they know? What really is this anime about? I was like, yo, bro, this is crazy. This game, it's a little too much for me. And then when I let it play, and it goes to the next episode. The name of episode 4 is called My Large Vessel. Or no, it's just called A Large Vessel. When I saw that, then I can't remember if I started tearing up from the emotions and being so overwhelmed. I can't remember if I was tearing up or I was just super scared that I was like, what's happening? What is happening? So when I saw A Large Vessel, I was like, yo, this is scary. This is scary. And I watched it. I had to watch it. I watched that episode and I was trying to like pick everything apart because I felt my answer was in there. Oh, so just to give you a backstory of what the anime is, if you were to see like in the intro and in the outro and just by the first episode kind of like tells you everything by the narrator. This being, I guess a godlike creature, gave life. He transferred a life or energy into a rock. And then that rock transferred to a wolf. So now he's like, the main character you're seeing in the first few episodes is this white wolf out in the Arctic area. He encounters this young boy and been his companion till he dies in his chair. And once he died, he got felt with so much emotion that he later turned into that boy and drifted off and walked away to encounter new people, new lives, all that stuff. So basically he just keeps evolving. So in episode 4, The Large Vessel, him and his other companion, he's with a little girl named March and an older woman, and March's sister, her One-chan. They got captured. They're in a cell. There's this giant bear that attacked the town, and the people were able to capture the bear with the help of the main character, and his name, they call him Fushi in the end because he's also immortal. So while in the cell, Fushi digs and is able to make a way out of the cell. According to the narrator, Fushi is now able to remember what stimulated it in the past and can choose what to become. Fushi then approaches the Oniguma, which is the bear. March notices something stuck out in its body and reveals that it was an arrow. March was given a duty to take care of the bear. She looked after the bear, and while looking after the bear, March tells the bear that they were alike and they were just normal on their own. While hugging the bear responds with, "Thank you." After saying those words, another vessel has opened. So at that time, I kept rewinding back and forth, because the wolf, Fushi, when he was in the cell by himself in the beginning, he got attacked by an arrow, and then he used the arrow and attacked that person. That person kept saying, "Itai, itai," which really means it hurts. So that was Fushi learning a new word, a new emotion. So after that, he just kept saying, "Itai. And that voice and how it sounds and everything, it just makes me feel like sad, make me feel like I'm hurting. So he kept saying it, and then even when March was addressing the wounds on the bear, hugging the bear, Fushi kept saying itai, 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 and then he looks and he stares, and it just zooms at his face, it zooms at the bear, and then I thought it was Fushi learning the word arigato, and how he said it was like he was pushing himself, arigato. And what I was thinking was he felt the bear, how the bear felt for March. And I thought, from the episode, I'm thinking that it transferred over to Fushi, and he felt it, and he said arigato. And then when he said that, the bear dies. What I've learned from that episode was that, because after that, it goes to a black screen. You see some white thing kind of going around the screen, and the narrator says that a vessel has been opened. And I was like, well, what does that mean? I don't get it. What does it mean? So when I'm looking it up, it's saying that Fushi acquired consciousness, stage 1 developmental goal, and a third vessel open for Fushi. So I was like, oh, okay. Just like in the book, subconsciousness, you unlock something to help you for the next step of your journey, and also kind of like becoming smarter. Not so much smarter, just one step to knowing. But from the book that I have here, it just lets you know that you don't know anything. You know nothing. Not to put it like you're ignorant, just like the part in the book that I'm at is talking about beliefs and experiences. Your beliefs can stop you from learning new things because beliefs usually aren't made up after factual data. Usually your beliefs could come from, because your parents said it, because it's part of your culture, or everybody in the world is saying the same thing, so you should fall in line and say the same thing. And that could cause a belief in something without doing further research and furthering your knowledge on it. As far as experiences, that's you actually in a situation or in something and actually physically, emotionally experience everything about it. That's you knowing. I think that part of the book is pretty deep, just letting you know, like, hey, no matter how old you are, you're always going to be learning something new. Don't just go around in life thinking that you know everything and have to know everything about you, your life, other people's minds, because it's just not possible. You're not going to just know everything in one lifetime. I believe in reincarnation. I believe that, all throughout your life, you're learning something, then the next life, you're also learning something new too. So it's just, people should just keep an open mind of everything and not just be so narrow-minded or having tunnel vision and thinking that, oh, I heard of this. Yeah, I already know that already, and don't do no research on it. Or just believe in something and just not going forward with it. So I love that part of the book, teaching you about that. I love that this anime is teaching me about life and death and yourself, your inner self as well. If you guys could put a comment down below, let me know what you think of the anime To Your Eternity. What do you guys think? You think I'm reaching when it comes to using my vision and seeing it in this anime? What do you think about my ayahuasca experience? Have you done ayahuasca? Please let me know. Put a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. Love to talk about it. Your experience and also mine. If you have any information that can help me out with figuring out what my vessel is and the visions and stuff, please put a comment down below with that as well. I need some help. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in this video. I greatly appreciate my subscribers, my followers. I know that most of my subscribers are from like my electrolysis hair removal videos, but I just hope that everyone takes some time out and actually look at these videos as well, my informational videos, because it's a lot of information in there, a lot of things to learn, a lot of things that you may not know, and just want to shed some knowledge and some light on the other things that I do in my life. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you staying to the end of this video, and bye.